Bam Margera is really getting fired from Jackass 4? Welcome back to Fabulously Famous. We are back with Bam Margera is really getting fired from Jackass 4? So let's go. The stunt film Jackass 4 is pushing forward in spite of ongoing issues with star Bam Margera. The news comes after the Jackass veteran posted a progression of upsetting and hard-to-watch recordings and other documentation that recommended he was going through a psychological wellness emergency and was terminated from the film. Assortment reports that there is, at present, a work to get Margera help in the midst of his most recent breakdown, which the entertainer said was because of a bipolar condition. In a progression of recordings on Instagram that has since been erased, Margera lashed out at the creation group and criticized the film after he headed out in different directions from it. Notwithstanding, Margera has said that he has a hyper-bipolar problem and that he currently has confidence in the film. It will be effing great, and it will be in a way where it's a win-win all around, so I love everyone. Margera said in a new video, adding that he was removing time to see an expert for his well-being. Margera was supposed to film Jackass 4 with a health mentor supervising his association before he vanished from the set. It was subsequently found that Margera took himself to a recovery place in Florida to address his well-being. Jackass 4, in the same way as other film creations, has confronted misfortunes and postponements because of COVID-19. However, it's actually supposed to be delivered on September 3. The Jackass film establishment is a side project of the MTV series, which was co-made by Johnny Knoxville and Spike Jonze, the last of whom would proceed to procure an Oscar designation for being John Malkovich and afterward win an Oscar for the Joaquin Phoenix film Her. Specific details are unknown now, however, in case history is any sign, you can anticipate that Jackass 4 should zero in on Knoxville and his companions playing out all manner of risky and abnormal tricks played by Fort Chuckles and Shaka's team. The fourth Jackass film was declared in December 2019. The principal Jackass film appeared in 2002, with various continuations coming from that point. Altogether, the establishment has earned more than $335 million in the cinema world. The Jackass films were coordinated by Jeff Tremaine, who additionally coordinated the Bad Grandpa film featuring Knoxville. Tremaine got back to coordinate Jackass 4 also. In the time between Bad Grandpa and the forthcoming Jackass 4, Knoxville and Jackass co-star Chris Pontius recorded Action Point, a film approximately dependent on the genuine action part. Similarly, as with the Jackass films, they did their own tricks. MTV started off the 2000s by acquainting Jackass with the world. The cherished cast included Johnny Knoxville, Bam Margera, Steve-O, Chris Pontius, Ryan Dunn, Jason Smallman Acuna, and others. Knoxville, Spike Jonze, and Jeff Tremaine were the minds behind the Truth satire series. As consolidated the sensibilities of limit-pushing skateboard magazine Big Brother's recordings with the jokes chronicled in CKY, the video series Margera and His Friend Network presented in 1999. Fans checked out to watch the cast of 9 performing silly tricks and tricks on one another while apparently having an awesome time together. The questionable show ran for 3 seasons on MTV between October 2000 and February 2002 and was frequently scrutinized for advancing risky shenanigans and conduct. The hit show enlivened innumerable side projects including Viva La Bam, Bam's Unholy Union, Homewrecker, Wild Boys, and Dr. Steve-O. Just as 5 component films, including Jackass the Movie, Jackass No. 2, Jackass Presents, Matt Hoffman's tribute to Evel Knievel, Jackass 3D, and Jackass Presents Bad Grandpa. Regardless of the establishment's prosperity, there was a lot of disturbance in the background, with cast individuals Steve-O and Margera managing medication and liquor misuse. Dunn kicked the bucket in an auto crash while driving, inebriated in Pennsylvania in June 2011. His passing sent his castmate and dearest companion, Margera, on a descending winding that left him considerably more subject to liquor. Margera's habit and psychological well-being inconveniences caused a crack among him and his family, hurt his vocation, and influenced his inclusion in the Jackass establishment. Margera has been focusing on Knoxville and Tremaine as of late for not permitting him to be in Jackass 4. Following quite a while of public inebriation and upheavals made Paramount inquiry in case he was fit to star in the film. Margera being cut from the film has made things much more convoluted among him and the Jackass family. Here's the beginning and end you need to think about Bam Margera being cut off from the forthcoming Jackass 4 film. Margera appeared on the primary scene of the Jackass MTV series in October 2000. He was an indispensable piece of the True series, just like the motion pictures. He turned into a fan top pick and proceeded to have incredible accomplishments with his own side project series, Viva La Bam and Bam's Unholy Union. The TV star, who has battled with liquor maltreatment since his 20s, was frequently seen on camera impaired during his unscripted TV dramas and in the background film from the Jackass motion pictures. The Viva La Bam star was raised to the emergency clinic in July 2009, and his then-spouse Missy Rothstein allegedly called 911 get-togethers and discovered that he had additionally taken an Ambien during a 4-day drinking spree. He later disclosed to TMZ he was hospitalized because of drying out and said his kidney and leg muscles were influenced in the light of the fact that he didn't eat or drink sufficient water during the drinking gorge. He entered recovery, interestingly, after intercession from his loved ones in December 2009. However, he didn't finish the program. That was Margera's first of many spells in recovery. He wasn't the lone cast part influenced by substance misuse. However, they kept making the movies. Following Ryan Dunn's demise in 2011, Margera said his drinking increased. The previous expert skateboarder said 2012 was the year that he failed to keep a grip on his drinking after his skating vocation was ended by bone spikes he created from skating. He was in and out of recovery for quite a long time following his first visit, and in 2016, he conversed with people about relearning his skating stunts following quite a while of manhandling liquor. I required a 5-year break from skating since I had bone spikes. So all things being equal, I was bringing in cash by doing club appearances, which essentially was shooting photographs and making efforts with local people, he said. So I was a shitbag squandered each night, and in the end resembled, this needs to stop. Once I woke up in my own vomit and piss, I realized I needed to cut it off. He likewise opened up about his psychological wellness issues, incorporating his battles with nervousness and dietary issues. The stand-in revealed during a meeting with the 9 Club with Chris Roberts in November 2017 that he had been generally calm since 2015. He entered recovery for the 3rd time after a DUI in January 2018 and supposedly remained calm for a very long time. He backslid again in the wake of being looted at gunpoint in Colombia in August 2018. The MTV character shared an Instagram video to discuss the horrendous experience. I just showed up in Cartagena alone and I took a taxi, and a regular one, from the air terminal to here, and I wouldn't communicate in Spanish. They couldn't communicate in English, and they made an interpretation of on their telephone to peruse "void your wallet" as they put a weapon on their lap to show it to me. So I did, and I had $500, he said in the video. They let me go. Welcome to Colombia. Following the DUI, the skater finished a 3-month online liquor program and 10 court-ordered AA gatherings. Steve-O was one of the Jackass stars who likewise managed his own fixation battles. The double got it together over 10 years prior and turned his life around. At the point when TMZ got some information about Margera's backslide, Steve-O didn't sound cheerful for his long-term companion. I saw on TMZ discussing him drinking once more. It's tragic, fella. I sort of saw the signs. It was anything but amazement. The lone thing that would amaze me is that he just drank then at that point. It's tragic on the grounds that when Bam was in recovery, I had the option to have a genuine talk with him, he said. It becomes a long time simply getting past you. And at one point, in the event that you have liquor abuse, I don't think anybody appears in recovery accidentally. In the event that you have a liquor addiction, you've gotta do what the calm individuals do. It's as simple as that. When inquired as to whether he accepted his co-star was calm for a very long time, he said, I don't. Not to get down on him or attempt to talk poop about him, yet seeing what he's posting, you can sort of see where he's at. I've heard individuals say, gracious, he's drinking. That's miserable, and that is a thing that will occur again and again until you do what works. There's stuff we do that works. I love Bam, and I need him to have a decent life and be sound. That is all anyone needs. Steve-O commended 13 years of moderation in March and denoted the event by showing how far he's come and gave a whoop to Knoxville. So appreciative to commend 13 years of moderation today because of every individual who assisted me with making it this far, and as usual, on account of @JohnnyKnoxville for giving me the caring bump that began my excursion. Whatever follows will surely come to you as a surprise, but we will make sure to be the first one to deliver it to you. Stay tuned to know more. Until then, stay safe. Before you leave, make sure that you share, subscribe, and like the video.